Guys, you don't want to know what just happened. But all I'm saying, Reg is a bad man. Cheese and bread.
And to finish it off. Yeah, you can't do that in an open diff.
Yes guys, what is going on? Welcome back to another video. In this video I've got my good friend Reg and we've got his M140 here, which has something that's classed as a must-have mod, in my opinion anyway, if you are taking your car on track. But Reg has had the 140 previously with no diff on it, so the question, and we're going to try and answer on track, is does a standard M140 really need a diff? Let's get straight into this video. So, the man, the myth, the legend, Reg, how are you doing, mate?
I'm very well, yeah.
Good. How was the M140 so far? It was a bit of a wet morning.
Yeah, it was weird because it was raining and then it wasn't raining. The track was like drying out and then it was getting wet again. It was very like inconsistent.
I can imagine.
I'm really enjoying it.
Good.
It's doing really well.
Good. And the last time I was here again with you and I had my 140, you didn't have a diff on it. No. And currently you've got the M Performance Diff or Wave? Okay, cool. And why did you decide to go for that over the Wave Track and the Quaife? Well,
to be honest with you, it was actually because a deal came up.
Okay.
One of the guys from, I think it was Cotswold BMW.
Sure.
They put a thing on Facebook.
Sure.
An offer on the M Performance Diff, and honestly, I've wanted the M Performance Diff since I got the car, but they're just so expensive.
Of course they are.
But this deal that came up, I had to get it, and the difference between the M Performance and the Quaife is the M Performance is a clutch plate diff,
sure.
and the Quaife is ATB. I did have a Quaife diff before on my 330. Yeah, I just thought, go for it.
Why not?
Like OEM.
Yeah. And in terms of like OEM and parts that you've done on the car, what has the car got? What have you done to the car so far?
We'll start with the engine. The engine is stock.
First M140, probably the last M140 that sees track use and driven by an actual petrol head. Reg, you can drive, mate. You're not just a pretty face, boss. Cheese and bread.
And to finish it off.
That hasn't modified the engine, so it's stock.
There is one thing I need to say.
Engine? Oh.
There is a K&N panel filter.
Oh no, so that's what, about 30 brake horsepower? 100 easy! This is a hybrid air intake system. Sure, in terms of suspension?
So, this is where it gets interesting. So, this car is on Bilstein B8 dampers with Motec IBAC springs.
Okay.
So, they're exclusive. The Motec IBAC springs are exclusive to Motec.
Sure, yeah.
So they're 25mm at the front and 20 at the back.
Sure.
But if you go for normal IBAC Pro kit, they're 20 at the front and 15 at the back.
And even the spring rates are different as well. They're not even the same sort of spring rate. Okay.
So I think
it does.
a good start.
It definitely does. It definitely does.
So under the bonnet, there's a Ultra Racing strut bar.
Okay. And for me, the biggest question is do you think, actually no, this is a question for everyone to find out, is with the car being stock and with you driving it as a day-to-day and on track, how valuable is a diff on this car? Oh, mate. The V58 and the M140.
We'll do a warm-up now.
We're back. So I remember in our last video, I don't know if I can overlay some of the shots, it's quite hard, so I have to download it off YouTube. You were fighting to get the rear end to rotate so much previously. But it's a lot more free, and now you're driving in DSC off as well. You see it droves a lot more. And then when it needs to lock, there, you felt it? That was the diff again. And what brakes are you running anyway?
EBC Blue Stuff.
Blue Stuff, same as me.
I'm really enjoying them. They're fantastic.
Yeah.
Very consistent.
Ooh, bit of wet patch there.
Puddle.
These tyres are decent, right? Wow, that fourth gear felt everlasting. Jesus, 130, easy money, easy. Touched 140, hard on the brakes.
continue.
Guys, you don't want to know what just happened. But all I'm saying, Reg is a bad man. What Reg can do while driving, you can never imagine. And yes, we are still clothed.
I'm in a shirt.
Oh, wow. So that rotation there, without a diff,
Oh mate,
never
not a
happening.
chance.
Never happening. Oh, Reginald! Oh, yes! Reginald! Yes, boss. Oh, mate. You know what? I've got so much confidence in this car now. And that's not your driving. Wow. But previously, you couldn't get this car to rotate like this. I'm that Reg. This is Reginald. Oh, Reg. Wow. Wow. You like these brakes, huh?
They're not too bad, are they?
Reg, this car, this is tuned, man. This is tuned, Reg. Are you telling me this isn't tuned?
It's not tuned, mate.
Oh,
It's not.
shut up.
I think this is the hardest I've pushed it today.
Oh, of course it is, because I'm in the car. Trying to kill me. Reginald! Wow, yeah, you wanted hot weather today, huh? Oh,
Mate,
yes!
It stops on a dime.
I'm doing like finger exercise here, trying to hold your dash away from me. Oh, a tiny bit wide, but the diff. Yes. Oh, mate. So, as a passenger and someone who knows how these cars operate, I'll tell you something for free, guys. Big difference. I sat in Reg's car last year without a diff, and this year, and exit from corners, way more push, right? Way more push. Oh, yes. Yes.
That's not a 318,
I
is
don't know
it?
what that is. It's not a 318. Brake check in there a tiny bit. Oh.
Right, let's use the diff. Ready?
Yes. Yeah. Okay, so
Mate, he's good. You're going to find a super sport.
they are doing decent. They haven't even got over temp yet as well. Hey.
Cheese and bread.
Yes. Oh my. Reg, you can pedal, mate. You can pedal. Easy now.
Right, ready?
Easy now. Nah, relax. He's practicing.
I know.
He's
Track
practicing.
day higher.
This is your car. This is your car. That's it. Oh, mate. Oh, Reg. Okay. Have a little cool down lap now, Reg.
I just finished the lap.
Reg, you can drive, mate. You're not just a pretty face, boss. Cheese and bread.
And to finish it off, yeah, you can't do that in an open diff.
Do you need a diff?
Yes.
Yes, you do.
Go and buy one. If you're serious about driving,
Yeah.
you know, honestly, transforms the car.
100%.
It's a baby M car now.
100%. And with the open diff, you can get sideways, but you can't carry on getting sideways.
It's hard to maintain
with control.
the drift.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's the thing. The biggest thing is if you do step the car out, or if you do want to get a good exit, you're not going to get a push without the diff. And more importantly, like you said, it's you can't maintain any form of slide. So if you do go, you can't power through it.
No.
You've just got to let the car just decide to join when it wants to join the party. If you were to do everything again to what you've done to your 140, what would you do first? Still the same order, or would the diff be higher up?
To be honest with you, mate, like I really just did it. It's all about finances, really, because the diff. If I had the money straight away, I would have. The diff would have been the first thing I did.
Okay.
Then, well, yeah, I would have. To be honest with you, I did the exhaust first, actually, because the 140 is a very quiet stock.
Yeah,
and for me, like, the fact it has an M badge on it, I know it's not a proper M car, but it needs to have a bit more drama,
Of course,
a bit more, you know, that sound makes it more of an experience. So the first thing I did was the Remus, then I would do the diff, and then I would do the Bilstein V8s and IBAC springs, the Motec springs.
Balance, yes, yeah. Got sound and balance.
And I tell you, I'm really happy with the way this drives around track. I don't really feel. It could be stiffer, it could be a bit more rigid, but it's comfortable on the road as well. So it's a good balance. That's what I was
going to say. Day to day, how much do you notice it?
Well, you notice the B8s the most because it really changed the ride. It made it more comfortable because the rebound wasn't so crashy. It wasn't. It was just So you do notice the B8. So,
but the diff, in terms of the diff, is that like the partnership a diff and the B8s? But if we're just talking about a diff alone, day-to-day driving,
like day-to-day driving, I don't think you notice it.
And so a Sunday early morning, everyone's still in bed, 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, B roads are empty as hell. Would you notice it then on a B road?
Yes, oh definitely.
And what do you notice the most? Is it more about how the rear end can rotate, or?
Yeah, it's like coming out of corners, it's just a lot more smooth. You don't get that horrible kind of wiggle. Do you remember the wiggle?
Sure, yeah, I definitely remember the wiggle, the squiggle.
And you can use the throttle to
control the rear axle.
Control the rear end.
Yeah.
And before, you really, it just wasn't nice. It was scrappy. Definitely. Difficult to be smooth, you know.
Of course, I totally understand. But yeah, guys, this is a very short, impromptu video. I was here as a passenger anyway, so I've got to also say a big shout out to my good friend Nathan, who previously I took his Renault out on the channel, and there's a video there if you are interested in some track stuff. But as Reg said, it was a no-brainer for Reg to turn up today, and obviously I do follow his channel, and Reg's a good mate of mine, and I do know that he has got his diff. It was a no-brainer for me to ask the question, how important is it?
We just got overtaken by Hyundai
MPV. Bro, what's that? You're an Eco Pro, bro. Joking. But yes, guys, as always, as I said, please go ahead and follow my good friend Reg. I'm going to leave his Instagram and YouTube there. And as always, hope you're having a great weekend, and I will see you in the next one. God bless.